Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne and Servant of Humanity. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you had a nice and relaxing Mother's Day. I hope you got your mom a gift or a card or something. I hope you got her something. Call her if you haven't called her yet. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Call your mom. Please, 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 please. I do not want you to get in trouble on my watch. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are in the chat. I feel like that's unlikely. So, you got her the best of things. Oh, did you get her an Aurelia hoodie? Because you said like the best of things, so I figured you were talking about like my merch or something. I live with her, but I'm also flat broke. Well, you don't necessarily have to like get her something, even like a note, a lovely card. Well, I guess card is buying something, but a thoughtful note also. I gave her the gift of my coming home for a week. Yeah, that can be interpreted as a gift, depending on if she's like been asking you to come back a lot. So that's good. She's on a boat with no connection. Oh, so she's on a cruise ship? Good for her. Good for her. That sounds like a fantastic time. Cruises are fun. What a bizarre super chat. Gray, thank you for the super chat. Why do Eldari want to steal and eat human mothers? I've not heard this. I have not heard of this. This is odd. This is news to me. Huh. Everyone knows that's what the Xenos do? Yes, I guess. I have not heard of this before. She's asleep, but I gave her 3 brownies and a bracelet with a ring. Nice. Hey, solid gift, solid gift. These were normal brownies, right? These were normal brownies. I'm just asking. Were these normal brownies? Definitely. Alright, you pass for now. You pass for now. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I believe you. I will believe you. In this one instance, I will believe you. I didn't get my mom Aurelia merch yet, but I did get her tickets for a trip in the Caribbean. Dang! Everyone's flexing on us here. He's like, you did get your mom the best gift. Yeah, I gave my mom a card, and I wrote a nice little note. So, my mom swore off Mother's Day for personal reasons. Hey, fair enough. I mean, I can see the argument that everything is very commercialized. That you're like, yeah, it's not worth it. Don't spend a lot of money. Don't buy me flowers. Like, totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. I'm new to all this. There's merch. Also, allow me to go snag some. Okay. Pitless Peach. Yes, there is merch. But guys, I have something I need to tell you. The dates have not been decided yet. But there will be a discount on Aurelia merch from Orchid 8. So if you've been waiting to get something... Hang on, why is my charger being... Hang on. There we go. My charger wasn't plugged in. I've been waiting to get something. You just wait like 2 more weeks, which, you know, sounds like counterintuitive. Instead of having you buy something now, I want you to wait for the discount. That's what I want. We have a sale happening very soon, and on top of that, you see these lovely dice here? The dice will also be for sale. The dice will be for sale in like, I think like 2 weeks. Let me look at a calendar. 1 second. I have not locked down the dates, but very soon. So save your money. Yeah, probably 2 weeks. I'm going to confirm with the Brickster. But that is the plan. Mm-hmm. Do you get Happy Mother's Day because you're a Blood Angels one? Yes, this is true. Which, by the way, we will not be going through the cards. We only got a couple entries. I will advertise it more next year. How about that? We only got a couple entries, and I didn't want to go through all of, like, go through the couple that I have when we can just save them for next year. So. Why are you talking posing your hands like a supervillain? Because I'm not working on anything right now, so I have to be expressive with my hands, and also it's fun to do this. Maybe I am evil. Do you guys like my my stream name on Twitch? Hug your mom or I will. This is the threat. Love your mom or I'll love your mom. In a very platonic way. And platonic way. Oh yeah, Spider Dad's fine. It was just something we needed some encouragement for. Yeah, Spider Dad is all good. Do not worry. Do not worry about the dad of spiders. Did your sons get you anything? No, but I don't need them to get me anything. Being their mom is simply enough. I know it sounds cheesy, but it is enough. They've got a lot to deal with, so it's okay. Nurgle says, Happy Mother's Day. Ew! Not that guy. Did I polish this one? Let me check, hang on. Aurelia trying to steal our moms. Look, if you won't, someone's gotta love your mom. Okay, that sounds weird, but like, moms deserve to be loved and cherished. So, if you're not gonna love her, I will. Thank your dad for his nice words of encouragement. I still feel like I'm making mistakes with the dad thing. Well, if you remember what he said, Bard, it was that you will continue to make mistakes. You will always make mistakes, but it's just taking the time to reflect and have some introspection on what you can do to be better. And it's not going to be perfect, obviously. We're all imperfect people, but taking the time to reflect and decide how you can be better over time will be good. So, you stay away from my mom. Thank you for the bits, and no, if you don't love her, I will. Look, treat your mom right. Treat your mom good. Aurelia strikes again. That's me. That's me. So we're gonna polish some dice because I need to send some dice out by the end of like this week or next week. I can't remember what I said I'd do. I'm going to be getting them out here very soon. You got dice to polish. So, if you have minis you want to paint, if you have minis you want to build, there's a lot of options. I suggest be productive. If you're hanging out with your mom right now, turn off the stream. Unless your mom is a fan and she wants to watch me too. Hang out with your mom. I'm new to this area, and all I'll say is I'm a plague marine. Are you loyal to the Emperor? Feel like I know the answer, but you know, I gotta ask. Gotta ask. You know, be polite, you're new here. Oh, I gotta get back in my polishing game. No and yes. Mods, keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Do you love your mom? Wait, this is important. Do you love your mom? Snake 16948. Do you love your mom? Do you love your mom? He doesn't love his mom, chat. We know what's happening to him. You do? Okay, good. You can stay. You can stay. You are allowed. I will permit you to stay. never heard of the Dorn Heresy. I have. I have not, oh, let's see. I have not looked into the whole thing, but I am aware of it loosely. Are Alpha Legion welcome here? Well, do you love your mom? The question still applies. Yeah, and there's also a couple different versions of Dorn Heresy. And watch, now that Alpha Legion has been mentioned, all of the Alpha Legion enjoyers are going to come out of the woodworks and say their little line. Do you have recommended glue and or other resources for building minis? Just bought my first batch today and I'm a little scared to start. So one thing that I use to build minis, this is if they are plastic. Resin, this doesn't work. I have Tamiya extra thin cement. It basically melts, in a loose sense, melts the plastic and like fuses the pieces together. You can use any paint you want. I recommend priming your minis. That helps the paint stick. Everyone's gonna say thin your paints, which is, you know, you should do that. Just get a little water, thin it so it's not too thick, because it'll look kind of gunky and a little gross if you don't. Not a big deal if you don't. It's a matter of personal preference. Most people will recommend it because your paint will you'll have less and it'll go longer. So, what's my favorite chapter? I'm a kind of a basic girly, Blood Angels, but I also like the Black Templars. So, you know, I'm a bit basic, but I'm willing to accept that. I accept it. Yeah, 2 thin coats, maybe 3 if you're feeling spicy. Oh yes, I do remember the Dornian Heresy. Isn't that the one where Lorgar has Erebus mounted on a pike? I love that one. Can we be friends? Yeah, we can be friends. Sure, why not? And if you join the Discord, you'll find a lot of similar friends. We have a lot of fun in the Discord server, so you should join. If you're, you know, if you want to meet other like-minded Warhammer individuals. The amount of times I've spilled my Tamiya. If you go back, when was this? Friday night, right at the end of my stream, I spilled my Tamiya. So we had an emergency ending because I needed to get out of there. But don't worry, the room cleared out and I was good by the following day. It was all good. Oh shoot, I still need to troubleshoot my OBS stuff. Oh my goodness. I was just thinking, I was like, oh man, I was so torn between working on dice or working on the tank, and I was like, we should work on dice because I need to get these done. Now that we have a drop coming up, I will get it locked in this week. I think we'll figure out when we're gonna do the dice drop and the merch discount. For finished Warhammer paintings, what Discord channel should I post in? Warhammer painting, probably the art channel. Crafts and creations, yeah, you could probably post it there too. That's usually for like, gosh, I haven't looked at the channels in a hot second. Tabletop stuff? How many dice are you making? A lot. Let's see. This is half of the Code Red dice and the Warpstone dice. What's got? These two. I got a third one of those. How many sets do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, sorry, I haven't. 12. Around 20, 24 sets. So. You think my warpstone ones are the wrong color? Why do you make me sad? Why do you make me sad? That's a lot of math rocks to work on. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. I might have to do a... No, not might, I will. Shipping insurance. I was like, oh, shoot, I'm probably gonna have to put insurance on these, so if they get lost, I don't, like, I'm not royally screwed. Because if these got lost in the mail or got stolen, oh my gosh. Like, bro. Yeah, no, the quantity, like I have a friend who moved across the country and they wanted dice, and so I shipped them. And so, like, you know, I don't worry about that for, like, one set of dice. It's not a big deal. Like, I can remake them if they got lost. I really don't want that, but I'm not gonna go buy shipping insurance for a set of dice that's, like, 20 bucks, whatever. But shipping a bunch of them, I'm like, oh, So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to look into that, because I've never done that. Reading the descriptions always made me think that they were dark, like black stones that give a sickly green glow. Okay, well, hang on. 1 second. Have you considered... One moment. Have you considered that they do glow? The light over here is from my computer. Fair. I'm glad we've reached an agreement here. Necron dice? Oh yeah, I could totally see them being Necron dice. Can we test that with a Geiger counter? Yeah, I don't have one, but we could. Oh, let me show you the finished ones. Actually, oh, dang, I just moved them over to another, like, shelf. So they're off my workspace. I'll do them later. Do like the glowiness, all forgiven? Thank you, thank you. And funny enough, that's not even, like, a UV light. This is just a regular light. I didn't realize that they were gonna glow under normal light, because if you do... I love this. I do this every single stream, because people are like, warpstone dice. Or do that. Hang on, or do this. This is my black light. That's with a UV light. A really powerful one, mind you. This one... Oh, my face. You can't see my face. This one is just regular light. Do you have to charge them? I mean, you just put them in light. But I wouldn't put them in, like, a lot of UV light for, like, super long. Because UV rays, like, impact resin and it can cause it to yellow. She touched the beam with no PPE. Oh, no. I'm okay. I'm fine. I need to snort it? No, don't do that. You could crush this into a powder, but it would not be good for you. Remember your PPE? It's fine for this. Although I did point the torch at my leg for a second and I was like, oh shoot, should not do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Skaven are reviewing my work, yes. Yes, most things you snort are not good for you. This is correct. I just wouldn't snort epoxy resin. Or crack, for that matter. Don't snort anything. Although I did think in middle school that it would be funny. You guys know the Fun Dip packets? Imagine... Imagine doing one of those. And see, you know what? Oh gosh, this is so bad. Okay, okay. Yeah. So you guys know those Fun Dip packets? They have that vanilla stick. It's like perfect because you can pour it out. Okay, full disclosure. I've never done any substances. Never. I've had a couple drinks, but I've never done any substances. So this is how I imagine it goes. You get the powder, you put it on the table, and you use the vanilla stick to line it all up. Will that work? Wait, no, don't answer that. May the Emperor bless and keep you safe from harm. Thank you. Thank you. Great for the super chat. Aurelia, we know you don't do drugs. We met you. Yeah. Thank you, Red Tail Wolf. I'm glad. I think it's funny. My lawyer has told me not to respond to your question. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I will say one thing that I did when I was in... One thing that I did while I was in middle school, I was dared to eat a whole packet of Fun Dip. That did not go well. Like, you do it in one go. Yeah, it was not a good time. I definitely felt like I was gonna die. I definitely felt pretty terrible. I know a dude that did that on a bet. Wait. Oh, the Fun Dip thing, right? It was Fun Dip, right? He won $300, but he spent $250 of it on the hospital visit the next day. Yikes. I think it was like inhaling, like, you know, consuming the Fun Dip packet. Yeah. Yikes. That's why you don't want to do like the cinnamon challenge. Like, dude, don't do that. The substances used in movies as baby formula or baking powder. Oh, I mean, that's smart. Obviously, you can't have those on set. That would be that's kind of illegal. Yeah, I was a good kid, so I've not... I'm a good kid, let's just put it that way. Good kid, I'm an adult. I'm a good kid. No, I'm a grown woman. I heard of a guy who accidentally inhaled a pee. I'm sorry. How do you accidentally inhale a pee? It's like, okay, that sounds like those stories where someone goes to the doctor and they're like, oh, I accidentally sat on something and it went up my butt. And everyone looks at them because they're like, come on, dude. We know. You do not have to lie. Like, that is a pineapple. Like, bro, pineapples do not just end up in there on accident. I'm being a bit facetious. Pineapple is just for the bit. But it's like similar things where it's like, okay. But officer, that can of Monster just fell in. Why is there a police officer at the hospital visit? Let me just ask that. Pineapple is oddly specific. I was thinking of something like really weird. I don't know if this is a meme. I don't know if this is real, but one that I have heard of is that someone took a Buzz Lightyear doll and did that, but unfortunately the wings like ejected after entry and it couldn't be removed. He couldn't take it out. I don't know if it's true, but like if it is, yeah, I don't know if it's true, but the first thing I thought was like, what's like a weird shape? Then I was like, a pineapple. Okay. I did not want to say Buzz Lightyear, because then you guys would be like, Aurelia, that is very oddly specific. I've seen the x-ray, don't know if it's fake. I don't know either. Yeah, that is the beyond and to infinity and beyond. Yeah. Ooh. Don't ride sports bikes. They're called donor cycles for a reason. I was not aware of that. Are those resin? Yes, epoxy resin. We're giving them a good old polish. I'm gonna get them nice and shiny, ready to go for dice selling. We're gonna sell them about 2-ish weeks, so get ready. Get ready, boys. But don't worry, I'll keep making more dice. I really like doing this. It's fun. Got a lot of green dice in this drop. We got orc dice and we got warpstone dice. Green. That's a good idea. Never thought about making dice. I didn't either, like, for the longest time, and it wasn't until, like, recently that I was like, oh, you can make your own dice? That's so cool. And then I, like, started getting into it, and I had so much fun, and friends were like, hey, can you make some dice for me? Because I have a lot of nerd friends. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I made some for, my, new model debut. And chat, like, gobbled them up. And I was like, chat, do you want dice? And they said yes. So we're making dice. Because how often can you say that you got merch made by your streamer? Unless your favorite streamer is Bricky. Then, well, I don't know how often Bricky makes his own merch. I imagine he helps. He seems like the kind of guy that'll just, like, that he'll do whatever job is, like, given to him. Like, I don't think he's above any work. Like, he ran his booth, his Orchid 8 booth, while, at WeebCon. So I feel like that just says that he's the man who's kind of willing to do anything. Like, it's his company, like. So I find that admirable that he's willing to do any and every job. So, I think that just says a lot about him. The only thing that would be better is gemstone dice made by the streamer. Oh gosh. Do you know? I've seen the gemstone dice. They're gorgeous. Do you know all of the work? Holy freaking cow. Dude, gemstone dice, that requires special cutters and sanders and dude. Yeah, a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, but I would love to get some. Bricky has said there's work to be done and I don't like to feel like people are beneath me, so I work where I can. Yes! Honestly, I believe you when you say that, and I feel like that says a lot about Bricky's character. He would never say that himself. But, I think that is admirable. I got my mom ribs from Texas Roadhouse. Dude, oh my gosh. If I got that gift, oh my gosh, like, as like a mom. Dude, okay, alright, gotta write that down. When I have kids, be like, take me to get ribs. Might be a little weird, but those dice look delicious. Honestly, man, that is a very common thing. That is a common thing people say to me. So, Major, not weird at all. Here we go. Here's the difference between the unpolished one, and here is the polished one. Much more glowy. But yeah, they are delicious. Oh, let me see. I got my mom a silk scarf with purple flowers. Those are her favorite colors. Ooh. I almost felt bad ordering because they're swamped. But your mom craves the ribs. Doesn't Bricky have a Gamer's Ups flavor? At least a cup? Yes. He has had 2 cup drops and a flavor. Sweet 6-pack. That's actually one of my favorite flavors. It's really good. Don't you have like 10,000 kids? I mean, I do, but you know, I don't ask them for anything. Because, you know, it would be a logistics nightmare if I asked for gifts. I want to open a barbecue joint next to a GW store. Call it Crump and Q. I dig it. I dig it. Oh my gosh. I would go. I love meat. I am a huge fan of ribs, steaks. My dad raised me right. I know how to grill my own stuff. I think that's what I'm going to make tonight. Because I've had this steak marinating in my fridge, but things have just kind of gotten in the way of me grilling it. So I think I'm gonna do that tonight. We can pretend that's from the Blood Angels. How about that? We can pretend, even though like I bought it with my own money. I wasn't able to see my mom because of work reasons, but I called her. That's good. That's good. And honestly, one of the things that my family does a lot is that you do not have to celebrate like birthdays or like special occasions on the day. You can always celebrate them another time when it's easier for everyone to meet up. That way people aren't worked up like, oh, we didn't celebrate on my birthday. It's like, your birthday will still be celebrated. It'll just be, you know, when the whole family can get together. So you don't ask for anything, not even the death of Betrayer Legions? That is a great point. No. No. You know, if they got me something, I'd be happy, but like, you know, it like I said, remember the logistics. See, just imagine the logistics. It would just be a nightmare. So it's like everyone's like, let's not spend the Imperial citizens' tax dollars on mailing a bazillion letters to me. We'll just burn out a bunch of astropaths to get all the messages. Every time you say logistics, the ultramarine symbol pops up in my mind with a vine boom. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make a short and I'll put that in there and be like, logistics, so like, boom. Alright, we get to see this Code Red dice. The Code Red dice look really sharp. They're only astropaths. What's the big deal? You're right, you're right. Can't get my mother flowers without the cat trying to eat them. Oh yeah, cats love flowers. Been getting her Lego botanical sets. Oh yes. My dad occasionally grumbles about all the plastic plants all over the house. I know those are like very, very popular, so I think that's smart. But they don't look terrible. They've gotten better. They used to be like okay, but they've improved in recent years. So like Lego knows their market is like adults now, which is kind of a shame because now all the Lego sets are super expensive because guess who's buying them? Adults. Kids don't spend a lot of money. Adults do, and it's like, it's a bit of a bummer now. Oh, here you go. You guys go. Let me grab the ones that are finished over here. Give me 1 second. Oh no! So, here are your Warpstone ones with the ink on it. So, there's that, and here's the big one. I need to clean the paint off here, but boom. And then the Code Red dice. So for those of you who are new, the Code Red dice have a liquid inside, have like a little ball inside with liquid. That's Code Red. Concentrated Code Red. Alright, I'm going to put these over here so they don't get goopy again. Funny you say that, but my mom always has Lego plants and stuff on her list, and me and my siblings were the Lego kids with multiple kits. Yeah, I got a lot of Legos. Like, growing up, Lego sets were like the thing that I wanted. See you later, Red Tail Wolf. Have a good evening. Hug your mom, or I will. Okay? Love your mom, or I will. Seeing this got me looking through my dice, and I still have a set of gem dice my friend got me. Amethyst dice. I think it was like my 25th birthday or something. Oh, sick. That's nice. The code red dice make me think of a gusher for some reason. I mean, it's got the juice inside. How long have you been making dice? They look great. I don't know exactly how long. It's been kind of a newer thing. But thank you. I did a lot of research. To get the best tips and tricks to make them as pretty as possible. And I want them to look really good for you guys. Although there's some flaws on these that, you know, I wish I didn't have, but, you know, figure it out. Speaking of Mountain Dew, have you seen the new dew flavor called Dirty Mountain Dew? Yes. It's gross. I don't like it. It's not, okay, it's not terrible. In terms of Mountain Dews, it's like C tier. So if we're going S to F, it's C. It's okay. It tastes like yogurt, in my opinion. Are you threatening to replace me as my mother's child? No. But I'm very good, so I think your mom wouldn't hate me. Yeah, it's no Baja Blast. Oh, speaking of which, I better take a sip of my Baja Blast here in my cup. I thought Dirty Mountain Dew was supposed to have alcohol in it. There's this, like, new trend. It's kind of weird. They call, like, dirty sodas have, like, vanilla or, like, vanilla ice cream in it. So instead of calling it, like, a Mountain Dew float, like Taco Bell did a bunch of these, it's a Dirty Baja Blast. So it's, like, vanilla soft serve in the Baja Blast or the Mountain Dew. That's just, I don't know why they call it dirty, because you're right. I think of alcoholic beverages. So I don't know why they decided dirty was the term they're gonna use, but whatever, man. Here in Cali, we just got coconut Dr. Pepper for a limited time. Ooh, yeah, I've heard about that. I remember I've had it. It's just been a while. It reminds me, okay. One of my siblings got me onto this. Full disclosure, I don't really drink. I would rather my calories go to Mountain Dew instead of, like, having, like, drinks. But on occasion when I have gone to parties, very rare. I think the number of, like, parties I've been to is, like, less than 5. I've enjoyed the combination of Dr. Pepper and Malibu. You know, like your Coke and rum, but it's like Coke and Dr. Pepper. So, it's not bad. I like it. So, that was, I mean, I enjoy that combination. I like to mix soda with drinking yogurt. Is that, like, never heard of drinking yogurt? Oh, so the dirty thing is based on a Utah trend where they have a creamer in soda instead of alcohol. Okay, that tracks, though. That tracks. Huh. Interesting. No, look, I'm not saying you can't drink. I'm not saying any of that. Like, I'm just saying I don't. Just because I don't do something doesn't mean you guys have to, or, like, no. It's not how this works. Just a personal preference of mine. You can have your nice tequila cocktail. I think I've had it once. I don't really care for alcohol. I don't really care for it. But, like I said, just because I don't do it doesn't mean you don't, like, have to. Like, it's kind of silly. Silly. I drink 0 drinks because of the calories. Big Red Zero and Dr. Pepper Zero. Dr. Pepper Zero, in my opinion, has, like, is the best tasting, like, diet drink. the cream soda Dr. Pepper. Oh, oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's amazing. Is that Twitch doing that, or am I tweaking? I'm looking over at the chat and I'm seeing like the asterisks and I'm like, are we talking about Dr. Pepper? Why does Pepper have asterisks in it? It's like weird. I have no clue why it's... I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are messing with me or if that's just Twitch doing it. I'm like, why are there... Huh? That's chat, not Twitch. Okay, I was like, am I tweaking? Chat's jacking with me. Pepper is a bad word. Oh no. Yeah, Diet Dr. Pepper sodas are kind of better than some of the normal ones, I won't lie. No, someone else, they just put the asterisk in. I was just so confused. I was like, the automod didn't say it blocked it. What's going on? I don't know. It's weird. Oh well. Oh, the dot being like a replacement for a letter, and Dr. Pepper if there's the... Oh, okay, I could see that. Seems weird though that like it doesn't even tell me why, unless it does on the mod view. It could on the mod view. Oh, if you don't worry about it. It's on the Twitch side. It looked like some part of like Dr. Pepper was getting like censored by Twitch, and I was like, I don't understand, why is it getting censored? That's kind of bizarre. I like Cherry Pepsi more than Cherry Coke. No, Cherry Coke is better. Oh, Cherry Coke. Okay, Cherry Coke is the best, personally, from Chick-fil-A, from the fountain. I don't know what combination they put everything at for like the syrup and the carbonation, but it's really good. It's so good. I need to give these a bit of a break. I feel like I gotta have 3 of these now. Because this, this polishing head I just swapped over. At least I definitely did just swap over. And it's already not really happy to be doing its job. Maybe they don't clean their machines. No, it's not that. I've gone to several different Chick-fil-A's to like test this. Not specifically, but I've happened to gone to several Chick-fil-A's, and I think it's the ratio of like syrup to carbonation. After watching this, you got strange ideas. You tried to figure out how much all your dice weigh. That's a lot of dice. 14.3 pounds. That's not a small amount. My daughter loves Chick-fil-A. Oh, Chick-fil-A is good. I like Chick-fil-A. Solid. I don't go there very often, but on occasion I do. If you're closer to my mom, please hug her. I'm about 24 hours away. Okay. Give me your mom's address. I'll pull up. I'm kidding. Don't put your address in here. I cannot pull up on your mom's house. She'll probably call the cops. Like, what is this woman doing here hugging me? And why is she in full plate? +35 years of dice. Wow, that's a lot of dice. I DM in D&D and I have too many dice. No such thing. You are just a dice dragon. You hoard them. Yeah, the reason I have a lot of dice is that I bought dice because I was DMing for a bunch of newbies, so I was like, oh, let me just buy like a pack where it's like 10 dice sets, just so that they don't have to worry about buying their own dice. So I have a lot for that reason. But I do have a bunch that go with other characters. Reject the dice goblin, become the dice dragon.
It is the Bane Blade!
You just walk around in full plate every day wear? Of course, why wouldn't I? I am like a bodyguard, you know. I got bodyguarding duties. Happy. I mean, I gotta get like a couple of these. Thought about getting like an actual Dremel so I don't have to worry about it, but like I tried getting a Dremel, but the polishing heads are too like this metal bit is like too skinny. And trying to find ways to get it to like stay in the Dremel has just been really annoying, and I'm like, I don't want to be bothered. I own 366 dice, 250 d6s. Wow, as of 2022, you gotta count again. You gotta count again. Hello there. Good to see you. I'm working on it currently. Good. I expect an update from you. I expect updates. I expect results. Dig the model? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Do you want to see my helmet? See my helmet? One sec. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. This one. This is my helmet. A Dremel might be too high RPM. I've seen other like dice makers use Dremels. And you can like adjust the RPM. Elf? Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm an abhuman. Does this helmet scream abhuman to you? Because I think it looks like a Custodes helmet. I see someone say, ooh, dashing, but I just... instead of reading dashing, I thought of smashing. Positively smashing. There you go. The helmet's for when I lock in and to show off that I have a helmet. Because everyone was asking like, oh, Aurelia, for your new model, you gonna have a helmet? I'm like, yes. It screams Eldar Aspect Warrior helmet? No! No, it doesn't. No, it's just an abhuman helmet. It's Custodes. You see, it's very banana-esque. I don't know what you're talking about. How many other people pulled out and started counting their dice after watching this? Go count your dice. I need reports. Oh no. I am getting a phone call from a grandparent. I am sorry, I cannot pick up at this moment. I'm just gonna let it ring. It's probably like fine. Fine. I'll call back later. Fine, it's fine. It's the hard part. I only my parents know. I'm not telling any grandparents, I don't think. Because I don't want to risk that my identity gets out. It's not Grandmother's Day. Well, we talked earlier, so I don't know why they're calling. So I'm not like 100% sure. It's fine. I'll get the 411 later. Is there an STL of your Halo I can attach it and play a character as you? Like, an STL like full size, like for a person, or like for a mini? Because I have a miniature, if that's what you're looking for. We got that, if that's what you're looking for. Thank you, Mont. That wasn't even a mod. Ah, thank you, Dino Fan. The Halo still haunts me. Honestly, the understandable babbling prophet. Brother Xandor, don't even worry. You hang out, you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't worry about it, man. Don't stress yourself out. It's okay. No one will be as critical as your minis. Blah, blah, blah. No one will be as critical of your minis as you will. So, don't worry about it. No one's gonna look at it and say, ugh, that edge highlight is terrible. No, no one's gonna think that. They're like, oh, that's cool mini. So, enjoy yourself. Oh, shoot. Those are big bubbles. I definitely have to fix that. You guys see that? Yeah, we're not polishing that. That is, how did I not notice that? Good night. That is a terrible mistake. Alright, well, we gotta fix that one. Yeah, I mean, usually I notice when I sand, but I think it's because I was just doing them in bulk, and on a stream I don't really pay close attention. Well, gotta fix that. I'm gonna check my phone in a second. Make sure they didn't... See if they needed something. If it's urgent, then I will, you know, call them back. Fill the bubble with Nuln oil and call it damage. I mean, I could do that, but I won't. All right, let me just check. Hang on. Let me investigate to see if they need something. Okay, well, we'll see. We will see. They left a message, but I can't listen to it right now. I'm kind of busy. No text, just a message. You touch your phone with the polishing stuff, think about how shiny it'll be. Yeah, I touched with my thumbs. Does your phone not do message transcripts? I mean, it probably does. I mean, I just wasn't looking for it. It probably did if I like did the settings. I always just open up voicemail. I just do that. No, I don't hate it when people leave like voicemails, because then I can decide whether or not I want to call them back or if I can just text them. That's my thought process. Oh, welcome in, Milk Shakespeare. You're new to the Warhammer scene? Well, why are you apologizing? You don't have to apologize for that. Being new is not bad. Looking forward to playing Custodies in Warhammer 40k? Good! I'm excited for 11th edition, and I play Custodies. I'm still working on winning, but, you know, it'll take time. No, guys, do not apologize. Like, do not apologize for not being able to stay because there's a tornado. How dare you apologize for that? No, don't apologize. Please stay safe. I hope things go well. A new type of pointy-eared abhumans? Now that's bad. Wow. That's a little rude, but at least you called me an abhuman. When I get a voicemail, it just shows me the words written if they're clear. Oh, I bet you there's something that lets me do that. They probably just say, hey, call us back. We want to talk about this. It's probably that. And I'll probably just call them tomorrow because by the time we finish up here, it might be late for them. What are we working on? We're working on dice. Polishing some dice. Right, almost done with this one. Then we're gonna swap out this polisher. BRB Exterminat's about to start. Nah. I'll be right back. I gotta, I gotta evacuate. Gotta get off planet. Do you like the Halo series? I got into it recently. I do like the Halo series. I know very little though. I know like very basic stuff. And that's kind of it. I cannot boast a plethora of knowledge on the subject. Itchy. As one of his custodians, are you allowed to pray before his very throne? Well, okay. Okay, so think about this. I know my boss really well, and my boss is like, bro, I'm not a god. So I definitely do not pray to the Emperor. He's my boss. It's kind of awkward. Be like, that's a little odd. He's like, hey, guys, specifically don't do this. I'm like, okay. It'd be odd if I did. Go. Huzzah, huzzah, Ultrafist, welcome in. Hit me's pretty dice. Is it wrong if I say my dice are pretty? I think they're pretty. I know I'm biased. I found you on Twitch. Yeah, Darkblade. Good to have you. Good to have you. Did you find me through TikTok or Instagram? Were you having a hard time? If so, let me know because I need to go check on my links for TikTok and Instagram. Instagram? Okay. Did you have a hard time finding me? Oh, and hello, Witcher. Welcome in. Because if you had a hard time, I'll go mess with the links. Just don't touch the Halo show? Yeah, what? Because they had... Yeah, no, I know enough where it's like it's taboo for Master Chief to take his helmet off because you are Master Chief. So he's not supposed to have a face. Master Chief is everyone's self-insert. Your link on on Insta didn't... Okay, you weren't logged in Twitch. Got it. I see. Honestly, I found you because another VTuber mentioned you. I thought, who is this? Which VTuber was that? I'm curious. Oh my gosh. Itchy. These are wool polishing heads. And they come up into the air and like get my nose. I'm like, the people that made the show never played the game. What? That doesn't make any sense. That's like saying, hey, we made the Harry Potter show, but we didn't read any of the books. That's so... What? If it was like... Okay, if the people who wrote the show hadn't seen or really played the games and they had an expert, like a lore expert, and someone who had played the games, then I would accept that. But like the fact that dude, that's dumb. Oh my gosh, itchy. Hang on, I'm blowing my nose. Ah. Drink some water. Yeah, hydrate. There you go. Sorry, I missed the hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate now. Oh, it's Cha-Cha? Oh, yeah. She called me. I need to watch that video because she called me during that stream. She had a question for me. And I was like, not expecting a call. I was like in the middle of doing stuff and she was like, hey, I have a question. You're on stream, by the way. And I was like, oh, cool. So I don't know if I actually appeared in that video, but I heard she talked about me in it. Is Cha-Cha still streaming right now? It's Mother's Day, and I know she's doing like a charity stream because it's her 3-year anniversary. She is still streaming. What's she doing? Yeah, she's doing a donathon. New model. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's go support Cha-Cha. Can we get a shout out for Cha-Cha, please? Get a shout out for her. It is her 3-year streaming anniversary, and it's Mother's Day, and she's your V-mom. Multiple people, including directors, didn't read Harry Potter before or after filming. Okay, well, that's also dumb. That's also dumb. That's also dumb. But at least they had, like... At least J.K. Rowling was part of it, right? And let's do Too Bright to make it, or not Too Bright specifically, to make it easier. Let's do the actual Twitch one, because I know I have the Cha-Cha link, so we got people on YouTube, but now throw up the actual Twitch one. Guys, go support her. Go support her, because she has her thing is, I think her donathon is supporting the American Heart Foundation, so you know, that's a pretty good cause. That's a pretty good cause. I've honestly been thinking about doing one of those, like the charity streams, but I want to pick like something that's like, I think impactful. And also like choosing like a good solid charity that is like trustworthy. It's a little difficult. So I'm not sure when I want to do one of those things. Yeah, American Heart Association. I can talk. I can talk. Yes, yeah, Cha-Cha is an actual mom. She is a mom to 4 children's, and the streams or like the VODs I have watched that have featured her kids. Oh my gosh, so cute. Especially like the younger ones. The younger ones, so stinking cute. I think her oldest would be like, oh, I don't want you to call me cute, because I think she's like 12 or 13. I don't know how old she is. She's well spoken though. Like Ziggy, I think that's what she goes by. Can you talk? Huh? What do you mean, can I talk? Did I miss something? I have 3 kids? Nice! Good for you. I hope you love your kids. Jane Matthews, I have seen the thing you were referring to. I think that is fake. I don't think that's actually real. I can imagine him getting frustrated, Henry Cavill getting frustrated with people on the writing team, but I don't know if the 3-strike system is actually something that has been implemented. I wish Minifan loved me as much as she loves you. If that ever happens, turn off my stream. Your kids should love you more than me. Oh my goodness. Ugh. When I put a new polishing head on, it gets really like... Oh my gosh. You can start, I don't know, you guys probably can't see it on the screen, but it's starting to like pool. Not pool, but there you go. There you go. I've scooped up enough of it. Whew. No mask, not for polishing. It's not like grit. It's just like fuzz. Mm. Yeah, delicious fuzz. Yeah, I'm interested on what we get for the Warhammer show. I'm apprehensive, but, you know, who knows? Who knows? I will be watching it when it comes out. Do you need to start priming the heads outside before you use them? Well, it's... I would... possibly. But it's not worth, like, going outside and, like, polishing a bunch of dice. The best polish happens when the head is fresh. So, it's like, just kind of suffer with it. Yeah, polishing compound doesn't usually create debris, not like sanding does. This is a long shot, but it would be really cool for the show if they did the Horus Heresy and the events leading up to it. Yeah, it would be a long shot. I think they're more inclined to do something related to, and, you know, everyone's kind of been saying this, so this is nothing new. Something that's more like Eisenhorn is probably more what is most likely what they'll do for like a first show to get people into it and get people interested. Because you can frame it, because Eisenhorn has like a bit of like a James Bond-esque feel. So something similar where it's like, oh, okay, here's like a taste of the Warhammer universe. We're not gonna dunk it in it yet. Like baby steps. Because, you know, they want it to be successful. They want to make more shows and they want people to watch it beyond just the main fans. Yeah, Kane is also something I could see them doing. There's still a lot of stuff you kind of have to cover, but... yeah, so they'll probably keep it like something that people unfamiliar with Warhammer will be like, oh, okay, that's kind of palatable. Cavill said he feels a bit young to play Eisenhorn. How old is Henry Cavill? Let me guess. Like 43, 44? Because I believe for the first Eisenhorn book, Eisenhorn was like in his 40s. 43. Booyah! Nailed it. I feel like I saw that somewhere. I don't think I knew that off like the... I wasn't like just guessing. I think I read something recently where it like mentioned his age. I'm not that cool. But yeah, Eisenhorn in his first book is like in his mid-40s. I feel pretty confident of that. I always thought Henry Cavill would make a great Kane. I don't know. I felt like Hugh Jackman has like the face for it. I give the sideburns. Oh, 40 is absolutely young in 40k standards. Absolutely super young. Like Eisenhorn talks about it, he's like, yeah, he's like, I think he mentions a guy who's like in his 30s and he's like, he's very young. Because Eisenhorn's like, at this point, he's like probably 250 years old. The first Eisenhorn book says 24. no, that can't be true because Eisenhorn became an Inquisitor at the age of 25. He was an interrogator for several years, and then he became an Inquisitor at the age of 25. I know that for a fact because I recently read one of the books where I think it was Malleus that had said that. So, because Bequin, Elizabeth Bequin was in her mid-20s when she met Eisenhorn, and I was like, how old is he? And then I had to reframe what he looked like in my head because I was like, oh, he's like a middle-aged man. He's not like a 30-year-old. He's like a middle-aged dude. So that cannot be the case. I'm so lost here. We're talking about Eisenhorn. Sorry. Yeah, middle age for Warhammer would be like 100 at minimum. But I was thinking in like, you know, our terms where it's like, oh, he's like in his 50s or something. I just Googled it. Yeah, don't worry. I was just like, doesn't sound right. Because I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Bequin was in her mid-20s. What actor would be a good Amberly Vale? Oh gosh, I don't know. I do not keep up with the actors and actresses. Just don't. Okay, but Cavill can't play Jurgen because he's supposed to, like, even though, you know, he's got other things, he's a blank, it's the sort of situation where he's even just, like, unpleasant in general, like, in terms of appearance, not just because he's a blank. Yeah, you're supposed to be a stinky, gross guy beyond being a blank, yes. The texture on that looks really weird. Get this? That's fascinating. It's dirty. The texture on this die is interesting. Most of them have a really like shiny flat surface, but this one has like a lot of really small like micro scratches. Huh. I don't know why it's like that. You guys can't see it, it looks different from the other dice that I've polished. Fascinating. I'll have to fix that later. You can kind of see it. Oh, you're talking about something else. Never mind. I was like, oh, you could see it? Wow, it's impressive. No. No. All right. Where were we? We were talking about the Amazon series and what that would look like. We'll have to. Well, I hope it turns out good. I don't want stuff like that to fail unless they really jack up the lore. So unless they really jack up the lore, I want it to succeed. I like Eisenhorn, but honestly my favorite books are the Tanith. Yeah, you're talking about Gaunt's Ghosts. I read the first one. I need to read the other ones. The first one was really good. Gaunt's Ghost is fantastic. I really liked it. I read First and Only. And that is my first and only book that I've read so far. Currently I'm reading Dante, which oh man, I have to say the introduction to that was very good. Yay, Shadow Revan, enjoy the time with your mom. Give her a hug or I'm going to hug her. This is a threat. Have a good Mother's Day with your mom. I just finished Dante. I felt an irrational sense of pride after. I honestly really like the opening of the book. Do you guys care if I talk about what I like? Because I just started it today. You know, when I had some free time, I listened to probably about like I listened to the first chapter. Do you guys care if I talk about it? Sure, go ahead. Okay, I just want to wait for a few more. If you don't want Dante spoilers, plug your ears because I'm gonna talk about it. It's really not that much of a spoiler. It's mainly just the first chapter. So, plug ears if you don't want Dante spoilers. Okay, so to set the scene for those of you who aren't familiar with the Dante book, the beginning of the book is Dante with his dad. He lives on one of Baal's 2 moons, and his mom is in it's kind of like a vehicle, basically in their like vehicle house. Like, gosh, it's kind of like an RV in a sense. I just realized, I'm like, oh shoot, he lived in an RV. So would that make Dante trailer trash? What a terrible thought. Anyways. Yeah, it's kind of caravan-esque. Anyways. His mom is in the process of giving birth to his brother, and his dad is talking to him, and it's quite touching and very sweet because Dante, Lewis, is very like worried about his mom because his mom is obviously giving birth, and those sounds are not pleasant. Naturally, it's a painful process. So the dad is trying to like distract him, be like, your mom's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be good. And I thought it was fascinating because the dad's like, everything's fine, and he points to the Arx Angelicum, and he's talking to Lewis about the Space Marines that live there, and he's like so excited. He's like, dude, these guys are so cool. And he like starts showing interest in being like a Space Marine. His dad's kind of like, nah, I don't want my... He doesn't want him to be a Space Marine, which, you know, kind of makes sense. Like, I can understand, because like the odds of your child dying in the process of becoming a Space Marine is very, very high. So Lewis is very much interested. He's like, oh, this is so cool. And one of the things that the dad says, like, oh yeah, you can see the Arx Angelicum tonight. Your brother will be like born under, like, it's a really cool circumstance. And Dante's like, oh man, was I born under like on a night like this? He says like, no, you have other like things that are like that you have going for you. I was like, oof, that's a bit bad. But I liked the fact that the dad said like, look, there is going to be, all right, sorry, more context. It was very fascinating. They have like a Baal has a like story about the moons, basically. Let's see. I want to listen to it again, but it's basically that they have this like folk tale that Baal is like the brother planet and the 2 moons are sisters, and that one day Baal gave the younger sister like a beautiful necklace to where, and the elder sister, so you know, the first moon, got incredibly jealous, and so basically created a civil war. So there was like family strife occurred and bad stuff happened. So Baal is like has a huge emphasis on like family, like Baal and its associated moons. And so I bring this up because the dad says, hey, you're gonna feel like jealous, and that's understandable. You will feel jealous because new life, like, you know, takes a lot of like time and like care to like, it needs to be developed. But what I thought was really sweet, he said, but remember, if you ever feel jealous, that we got to have this time together, just you and me. And I was like, oh man, that's like really sweet. Well, as you probably guessed, because it's a Warhammer book, bad things happen. It is essentially implied that Dante's mom and the brother both die in the process of like, in the childbirth process. And the line that I thought was so beautifully written. So there's a midwife with the mother. And it says like she calls out to the father from a distance, and she has a tone that like, you know, kind of implies like, oh, hey, things are bad. She's like, come here quick. And so the line that I thought was beautifully written, because the dad like stands up and like runs over, and the line is, and his father, oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher it, but basically said, receded from him forever, which I thought was a really poignant line, because it wasn't just oh yeah, and his dad ran away to go check on like the family. It was a line that indicated his physical state, but also like the nature of their relationship for the rest of their life. And I just thought it was really well written. And when I heard that line, I'm like, oh, this book is gonna be fire. This book is absolutely fire, because I really appreciated that attention to detail. So that I really enjoyed that. I wanted to share that because I thought it was well said. Yes, it gives the imagery of neglect in addition to distance, yes. Which, I mean, I feel bad for Dante's dad. Like, imagine losing, like, the loss of, like, a newborn, a baby in that way is, like, tragic. On top of that, losing your wife. Oh my gosh. I think I would fall apart as well. Like, if I was him. Like, it would be hard to keep going. Yeah, so I'm really excited to read the rest of the book. That was the first chapter, and I was like, dude, this is good. So there you go. Thanks for letting me nerd out and let me talk about that, because I thought that was really good, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a banger book. I can just tell. And also just like the detail where everyone on Baal and the Moons, they're like, yeah, we really care about like not like family being united and not hating each other. Like, we do not want to have family squabbles. Like, we work it out. Like, we will not fight amongst ourselves. I'm like, it definitely gives off Fast and Furious vibes, like family. But I like that. I'm a sucker for that theme. I like family members that love each other. I came from a pretty good family, and I can't imagine not loving siblings and my dad and my mom. So I love Dante. He reminds me why I shouldn't be depressed, because life could be so much worse. Yikes. That is true. Life could always be worse, and even if it's a bad time, the story is never over. I'm gonna switch the polishing head here in a second. It's getting a little gross. We get to breathe in more puffs. His favorite character, your friend's favorite character is also Sanguinius. So, yeah, if you got the orcs to believe that Sanguinius was alive, he could come back. I still don't think it should happen. Yeah, you'd have to... Yeah, you'd have to really convince them. And it's kind of like fragile. I feel like that's kind of fragile. But, you know, Sanguinius should not come back. As much as I love him as a character, and as my husband, no, should not come back. I will die on this hill. I will die on the hill. Ugh. The dust is everywhere. If Dante can survive the espresso depresso of 40k, I can survive present day. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, it... Oh, that was not intended. I got a bunch on my finger. Yeah, if Sanguinius doesn't stay dead, it's like, what was the point? Yeah, it would negate his whole arc, his plotline, and his sacrifice, yeah. Like, it would be nice, but it's not what's best. If Dante can stay in the same job for over 1,000 years, I can make it to retirement. I mean, yeah. Just get a shop vac, put the nozzle on your desk, and leave it so it gathers up the fuzz. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I could do that, but yeah. I'd have to communicate through hand sign, be kind of loud. Be kind of loud. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. I'm unshrimping myself. Gotta get unshrimped. If you're working on your hobby stuff, unshrimp yourself now. Have a good posture. I wonder if I should get one of those like back braces for like posture, but I feel like then my neck would like come forward. You guys couldn't see that, but then like your neck comes forward instead of like you're slouching. Sanguinius is alive in 40k? No! It's implied he's the Holy Trinity of the Blood Angels, Dante, Mephiston, and the Holy Sanguinor. I don't like that because isn't there a discussion that Sanguinius was formed of like two warp entities? Two different spirits? So I don't know how that works when you have three guys. If there's two guys, I kind of get it. But three, How dare you sit up when we haven't redeemed posture check? How dare you, Aurelia? Yeah, if it was gonna be Mephiston in the Sanguinor, I will say I cried when reading The Devastation of Baal and Dante spoke with Sanguinius. I cried, brother. I was like, no! I was like, no! 'Cause I also imagined, like, if I was there. I hardcore inserted myself in that, and I was like, oh. Yeah, I cried. It was, yeah. Ugly big tears. Oh gosh, that was so good. It was beautifully written. I might read it again. I'm glad I finished drinking my Mountain Dew out of that cup because there's definitely fuzz in it now. The aspects of Sanguinius live on through the three of them. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Dante, he's just a very hard worker. How many rolls? How many rolls are these dice rated for until failure? I don't know. Actually, I never tried that. Probably a lot. Hi, I saw you on my recommendations and on your TikToks. Oh, hey, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy. I'm glad you've enjoyed them. I've been working hard, and my hard work is paying off. I'm very excited. Very excited for that. So I'm glad to hear that you like them. If any of you have recently seen any of my TikToks or reels on Instagram or YouTube, let me know. I love knowing where people have come from and where they've seen my stuff. Sometimes like, oh, a friend recommended you to me. I love hearing it. Man, I sure am glad my favorite Primarch is alive. He hasn't been around at all, but he's alive. What's your favorite Primarch? Forgive me. There's a lot of chatters, and I don't keep a spreadsheet where I'm like, all right, this one guy, he said his favorite Primarch is this one. Maybe I should do that. That would be really creepy, wouldn't it? The con? Oh, okay, yeah. He just disappeared. He went to go get milk somewhere. When the horse killed Sanguinius, is it possible his soul was shattered in 3? I don't think the horse did not kill him in a way where he, like, shattered his soul. So, no. He just kind of, like, went... That's what happened. That's what happened. It wasn't like a... magic psychic. Oh, it died. It wasn't like a magic psychic blast. Shattered his spine? Yeah. Yes. This is true. Oh. It's funny. I got a direct message. Like, I got a DM on TikTok. And I was like, oh boy, what's this about? And someone like sent a video. And I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. What have they sent me? Because the caption was, I'll give you something to cry about. And I was like, oh, are we getting a threat today? That's wild. No, it wasn't a threat. They sent me a video. It was like, oh, I'll give you something to cry about. And then it was audio of the end in the death where Sanguinius dies. And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't respond to that guy, but I thought it was funny. I was just like, oh shoot, this is great. Now it was funny though. Like, okay. When I save up money, I'm thinking about getting either salamanders or the dwarf people. The Votan? Leagues of Votan? Yo. Getting these dice all shiny and pretty. I love, like, polishing dice is just really satisfying. Hopefully we can get through all of them tonight. I think we can. Maybe we can ink. I don't think we'll get very far on inking, but I think we'll finish polishing. As long as, like, my Dremels last. That's the hard part. But I think having 3 would actually be ideal because it gives them enough time to like charge. Or getting like an actual Dremel, you know? I think that would be better, but you know, it is what it is. I decided to save for an Imperial Knight Army. Whoa, that's gonna be expensive. It's like saving for a mortgage, but instead of a house, it's plastic. Well, I also recommend saving so you can get a house in the future. That would be a good thing. Don't spend all your money on plastic crack. Houses are good. You don't want to rent forever. Cause let me tell you, it sucks. But I don't need to tell you that. Everyone kind of just knows that. Got an early morning to take my mom to a doctor's appointment. Everyone have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out in chat. It's been real. I can see myself making dice one day. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It was, you know, there's some bit of an upfront cost, but I enjoy it. Yeah, the right equipment is yes. Yes. I wanted to get into tabletop 40k, but so much money. Well, do you want to play tabletop in person? Like, do you want to paint minis, or do you just want to play the game? Because there's Tabletop Simulator, and I'm sure they'll update things when 11th edition comes out. Tabletop Simulator you can play on your computer, which is great. So you can play with your friends on the internet. I've almost completed my collection of every Adeptus Sororitas model ever, just missing a few. Oh, like even the old ones, I'm sure is what you're also referring to. Yeah, that is a pretty penny. Dude, so do you just collect sawn off, or do you like, or do you paint? Have you painted all of them? Yeah, even the old ones. Yeah, that's what I thought. So do you paint or just collect? Whew. That's wild. Don't tell them about Tabletop Simulator, then they won't need your dice. Look, I'm not gonna gatekeep all the good ways to enjoy your Warhammer. You don't need my dice to play Warhammer. Dice are a fun luxury item. I'm working on painting them. I don't have anyone to play with, though. Aw, man. Bummer. Okay, you play in some Tabletop Simulator games. Okay. I am saving for a house. Yes, save your money, get a house. Hope all is well in the Imperium. It is. Just enjoying some dice polishing while we talk about Warhammer. We talked a little bit about Mother's Day, what people were doing. A lot of great stuff going on. If you're very sleepy, go to bed. Go to bed. There's always the VOD in the morning. You know, it's just kind of a chill time. Any future tabletop games on the schedule, boss? Enjoyed watching you play against Froggy. So I actually, yeah, I would love to play more tabletop. However, it doesn't really make sense for the two of us to play until the new edition drops. Like, there's no point trying to, like, do all, like, play with those rules when there's just new stuff coming out soon. So we will definitely do some when 11th edition is completely released. I'm sure we will have a time of it and we'll probably play several games. I can only assemble the models. I can't paint. No. You can paint. It just takes a bit of time. You're completely capable of painting. My buddy suddenly got huge into 40k a few years back, so me and his cousin sort of became obsessed by osmosis, and I was already a D&D fan, so the mini aspect drew me in. Ooh, yes. Oh, I honestly, the Sisters of Battle are super cool. They're not an army I would, like, play or collect, because it's just, like, it's not my vibe. I really like the Custodes. Like, being, like, you can't be corrupted, they're incredibly loyal, and, like, super duper, like, strong and powerful. That's up my alley. I like it. Oh my gosh. Yo, 75 stream streak. Dang. I think I saw Shadow had 70 earlier. Cool. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I am doing well. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. Hope you got to spend some time with your mom. I did. We had a good time. We had lunch. It was good. And we hung out for a while, you know. Let her do whatever she wanted. Yeah, doing all right. Hoping to make some We'll see how long it takes me to get through the rest of these polished dice, but I would really like to make some progress on painting them. Because once these are all painted, I can ship them off to Orchid 8 and we can have our sale soon. Yeah, so if those of you who don't know, I'm selling these dice with Orchid 8, which is Bricky, if you're familiar with Bricky. He has a merch company. So they have been gracious enough to let me list the dice on their website, and they ship them for me. So I don't have to worry about that. So we will be doing that here in the next week or two, and there will be a merch sale. So if you're thinking about getting Aurelia stuff, hold off and get it in like 2 weeks. There will be a bit of a sale and discount, so save yourself some money. So we'll talk about it. I'll talk about it more as the dates approach and we get them like locked in. My mom ordered a bunch of sushi. Ooh, yeah, it was probably like the expensive sushi. Get her the good stuff. Guys, I'm gonna get some of this off my desk. Oh, Lisa, go over here. Collect it all. Some of it flew off, so I'm gonna have to clean it up later. Look at that. Like a dust bunny. Alright, there you go. It was a variety of rolls, some weird ones and some good ones. Yeah, it can't always be winners, right? I'm personally a steak girl myself. I like sushi, but if you're asking me like where do you want to go for like a fancy dinner, it usually involves steak. And a big one. I can put down a big steak. I'll eat fish any day of the week. Steak too. That's fair. I'm just I'm more of a beef girl. Beef or chicken. Didn't have too much fish growing up. So, I mean, not that I won't have fish, but I definitely had more beef, so. It's nice popping in. Gotta get up in the morning, so have a good night. Yes, you sleep well. I hope things go well for you, and I hope you had a good Mother's Day. Dying. I don't know if we'll get through all these. Oh! They're starting to die faster, so I'm like, oh no. I'm trying to finish these, but I don't think we'll get to this last row. Steak feels more filling than chicken and fish, in my opinion. I can agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Fish generally feels pretty light. What do you think Sanguinius' reaction was when Aurelia first said that she could put down a big steak? Oh no! A steak like a vampire steak. He's like, ah! I think he's probably immune to wood steaks, if we're being honest. He's not like a traditional vampire. So I think he'd probably be like, ah! And he's like, I'm kidding. But it's fun when I've gone on occasion, like with a bunch of friends where we like get a nice dinner. I'll be like, all right, I would like this size steak, please. And I'm like, you're gonna eat that? I'm like, yes, I will. You watch me. They're like, okay then. And I'll just eat the whole thing. I swear, I have like unlimited reserves when it comes to like eating steak. Like when my parents cook steak, I'll eat my steak, and if there's like extras, you know, I'm not gonna be rude, I'm not gonna like eat it, but sometimes there'll be family members like don't finish their steak. I'm like, oh, do you want this, Aurelia? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And like I could have just eaten a full meal. I always have room for more steak. I will eat it and you will be impressed. Should I do that for a stream one day? Just grill a steak prior to stream and just eat the whole thing? You guys are gonna be like, what the heck? How can she eat so much? Hi, Pancreas, hi! Fish being light is goated though because you can eat like 3 entire salmon, still have room for more salmon. Dude, I made salmon the other day, and every time I make salmon, I'm like, should I make more? I'm like, no, I want it to last for like several meals. Because, dude, I had some salmon fillets, and like, I like ate all of them. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, no, I keep consuming. It was bad. So this is why I like have to cut myself off. I'd be like, oh, no. We're only gonna make 2 salmon fillets. If we make all 6 of them, it's gonna be bad. So I have to portion them out, otherwise I will eat the whole thing. Cooking stream might be too cool. Yeah, we've done one in the past. In that case, I was proposing just an eating stream, but that feels, I don't like that. That sounds, I just don't like that. It just feels weird. That would be interesting to see, like, how much steak I can eat. It's a lot. It's a lot. You guys would be impressed. But that just, I don't know, that feels disrespectful and weird. I cannot stop myself every time I get fish. I can't stop myself every time I get steak. I can put down a steak. I do it for the express purpose. Here's the thing. Here's the goal. The reason why I eat a lot of steak is because I know there will be a day where I will be meeting someone's family members, and it is imperative that I impress the father by being able to put down a massive steak. I feel like it's not like I'm asserting my like authority, but it's like, look what I'm capable of. I don't know. How do I explain? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't know. Like, fear me. I'm not asserting dominance, though. It's not about that. It's just to be like, I'm not like those other girls. I refuse to have a salad. Give me a steak. So maybe I'm a pick-me. I don't know. Maybe? In that regard, perhaps I'm a pick-me. I've never been called a pick-me, though. First time for everything. You gotta let them know you stand on business. Yeah, you know, you gotta go up and say, "Excuse me, sir, it's a pleasure meeting you. Now watch me do this." You're really raising the stakes. Thank you, Kevin, for the super chat. Yes, I am raising the stakes. Why is being a pick-me girl a bad thing? So... Let me think about this. Let me make sure I like articulate this properly. Let me drink while I think. Okay, I've not given this a lot of thought, so this is kind of stream of consciousness, kind of mulling it over for the first time. So, women, I'm gonna let this charge. I'm gonna let this sit for a second because I do want to finish polishing today. I don't want to have to break this out again, except for this to fix this one. Women are competitive creatures, even if it doesn't seem like it. So, like, for example, there is a ranking system among women and men. Men are very, like, straightforward about their ranking system. It is like immediate direct competition. Women, it's kind of like in the shadows, and there's like a competition, but it's like unspoken, and we all like want to be better than the other, but we're very kind of like two-faced about it. So with that in mind, the female ranking system is important to consider because we rank ourselves but we're also competing for the attention of men, generally. Like, guys, by the way, this is my 2 cents. I'm trying to articulate what I think, because I never thought about being a pick-me. But everyone is, like, competing to find men or women. You know, you're trying to find your mate. And when women go out of their way to, like, try to, like, appeal to men directly, I think other women see it as a slight, because it's like, oh no, you shouldn't be going out of your way to, like, get the attention of men. The men need to come to you. It's like you're subverting... Sorry, make sure I say this right. It feels like you're subverting the natural order, which it's not necessarily. But it's like, oh, by being like, oh, well, by actively saying you do these, like, male things, you're like, oh, well, you're just doing all those things to get the attention of men. And because you're going out of your way to get men's attention, you are getting more men than I am by not doing those things. Yeah, so that's the best way I can, like, explain it so far. Like I said, I haven't thought about it too hard, but it's basically... in my mind, I think it's like, oh, you're using a cheat code. When, in most cases, I don't think there's a lot of girls that are pick-me. I think pick-me's kind of, like, thrown around a lot, and it's, like, unwarranted. Yeah, so I've always read the pick-me title or claim is purely being performative for male attention. So, okay, yes. Generally, that's what it is normally applied to. That it's like, oh, you just want that male attention. What I was saying just now, which I didn't really clarify, was that the title is thrown around a lot. Like, any girl that shows, like, any... Okay, we're getting into territories I was not expecting, so... Give me a second. It'll be like any girl that shows like any like positive like outlook on men is now a pick-me. So you could potentially argue that I am a pick-me because I do Warhammer hobbies and I say nice things about guys. Like, for example, I don't think all guys are terrible. Oh my gosh. She's a pick-me. Because she said nice things about dudes. That's kind of like the climate things are in, where people will just label that. Generally, if in the proper definition, it's usually done for male attention. So I apologize, I kind of blended two things together, talking about the current status when women call other women pick-me's. It's not really accurate, like, it's not really accurate. They're usually just jealous that other women are getting attention and they're not. Pick-me is definitely... Pick-me, when used appropriately, is a woman doing something for male attention. So there you go. Sorry. I realized partway through I just blended those together and I was like, oh shoot. So, yeah. So... I've heard things where it's like girls in Warhammer, and this is, you know, take this all with a grain of salt. You know, you hear the classic lines like, if you're into male hobbies, you're a pick-me. Stuff like that. She explains with her fingers covered in goop, yeah. Goop. You're so complicated. More like pick me another steak? Yes. Silver Wolf, you know where it's at. Thank you. Sorry, I'm pointing to, that's where my tracking device is, but you know where it's at. Man. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, so I feel like the pick-me girl is more for those that will say things like girls should be like subservient to guys or women belong in the kitchen. Well, okay, this gets into a territory I'm not really like familiar or like incredibly comfortable talking about. I say comfortable in the sense that like It's not like, oh, I'm uncomfy, like this is like a sensitive subject for me. It's just I am not well versed in it enough to make, I think, proper dialogue on the subject. I feel like that's fair enough to say. I would say it's just someone who goes out of their way to please. I really don't want to define it because I don't feel like I am comfortable making an assertion about something when there's probably a lot of like edge cases that I am not accounting for. So we'll just call it at that. All I'm saying is lately women use the title pick me like a little too flagrantly just to say, oh, this woman doesn't agree with my opinion, thus she must be a pick me because of this reason. That's it. That's it. Yeah. It's usually used as an insult. Yes. It is used by women against other women. Yeah, that's what happens. So there you go. We'll stop talking about that because I generally don't. It does somewhat touch into like current topics of conversation. I really don't like to get into. I think I prefer to stick with the Warhammer stuff. I think we have way more fun talking about that. I do enjoy engaging in intellectual discussion and conversation, but the real purpose of me streaming is so we don't have to talk about real world things. We can talk about our fun nerd hobby called Warhammer, where we can paint our little guys and they can fight each other and beat each other up. Yeah, so Boss on her way to show the Emperor of Mankind that she's a good wife for sanguinius by making a mean steak for her man and him. Yes. Yes. My dad taught me how to grill. So, I can... Dang, this one also has a hole in it. Dude, guys, look at that. That one also has a hole in it. The heck? Let me check these. I have to fix both of those. That's irritating. But yes, I can make a mean steak. My father taught me very well. I have the skills with the Z. Well done steaks for the Emperor. Mods, ban that guy. Anyone who likes a well-done steak is clearly a heretic. Oh, Snap, are you making your own dice? Yes, these are my own dice. We are polishing them. So we're currently giving them a little shiny shine. So they can be sold at the store. I like my steak done well, not well done. It was like heresy there for a second. I'm like, oh, we're good, we're good, we're good. Since the Emperor is unable to chew, now can you only feed him brisket and slow-cooked beef? Okay, we gotta stop talking about food because now I'm getting hungry for the food I'm going to make after this. So... Answer is he eats psychers. He consumes psychers, okay? Thoughts on steak sauce and is it heresy? I've never had a steak sauce. So, I think my dad would say steak sauce is heresy. But when we've had steaks at home, never had, like, steak sauce on it. If there's, like, a sauce, it was like, oh, this is what it was cooked in. Like, it was, like, a teriyaki steak or something like that. Me grilling burgers at 11:30 at night because I'm hungry. Dude, same. Same, though. Like, I do that sometimes. Maybe I won't go outside, but I'll at least... I hate doing it in the frying pan, but if I don't want to go outside and it's, like, cold, I'm like, I don't want to go outside and try to do a burger. It's like, I'll do it on the stove. It's not nearly as good. If you like raw steaks, you're just a Space Wolf player? I mean, maybe. Ew! Ew! Do you baby bird the steak and the food to the Emperor? Ew, that's disgusting! Gross! Disgusting! Successful feeling I love is cooking at home and saving on not ordering delivery. Look, I feel that, but there are some times, it's unfortunate, I'm like so torn. Because I genuinely enjoy cooking, and I love like making food for myself, and I like saving money. Mainly the saving money. However, I'm in a conundrum because I have a lot of things like that require my time and attention. So unfortunately for me, it is now a matter of I want to save as much time as possible. And it's like unfortunate. It's like, okay, is it money or time that we're trying to save? And a good chunk of the time, it's like time. You know, obviously I'm not like, I don't order Taco Bell every day. It's like every other day. I still don't do that, but that is like now a commodity I have to really account for. Before it was like, oh, time is not a problem, but I'm a much busier person now because I'm doing more things for work and for streaming. So it's like, shoot, I could spend 30 minutes to an hour, not even including like dishes, making dinner, or I could go get something that is okay and save the time and work on other things. It's tough, man. It's really tough, and it frustrates me because there's times I'm like, man, I just want to save money, but I have things I need to go do. And I am trying to be better about sleeping, but sometimes it cannot be helped, chat. So that's the struggle. Someone I know avoided their Taco Bell for a while because every time she went in and they had her order ready before she reached the counter, because she came in like clockwork and had the same thing. Well, if she ordered through the app, then it makes sense. See, I like that because I can like order it and then I can like time it so I can show up right when it's like finished. Welcome in, Chaos Incarnate. My daughters decide we're not allowed to use the canned pasta sauce anymore. It makes me both happy and suffer because homemade sauce is a task to make. Do you have to make it, or is she the one volunteering to make it? Because if she's going to be picky, she better make it herself, in my opinion. So, yeah. But I am cooking tonight. I want steak. Just got here, was she making? Dice. I made these dice and I'm polishing them. Here, I'll show you some finished ones. Well, not finished, but... Pretty orbs. No, she didn't order on the app. It was just because they recognized her. Ooh, that's rough. I've walked in and they'll be like, oh... They'll see me and they're like, for Aurelia? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And to me, that's fine. That's fine. It's not a huge deal. Like, the fact that the manager recognized me is like, ah, it's okay. It's not a huge deal. Hang on. Plug this in. Yeah, the dice are becoming smooth dice. Ooh. Oh. I'm getting hungry thinking about my steak. I don't know, maybe I'll just polish all of these and then we'll clean them and then I will go make my steak. I love steak. It's been sitting in a marinade for the past few days, so I'm excited about that. Mm. Oh. Mm. Yeah. Trying to think. Had some solid conversation today. Solid conversation. What if dice made out of steak? Nope. I would consume them. Mm-mm. Nope. Nom nom nom. I consume. Who is Sirloin and why did you eat him? That actually reminds me, I don't really follow this show very much, but Dimension 20 is a group of people that play D&D, and one of the campaigns that they did was a like Game of Thrones style campaign, but it was like it was food themed. It was food themed, so they had like people that were like fruits and grapes and vegetables. Yeah, it was called Crown of Candy. And I think I maybe like listened to the first episode because I think that was like the only one that was like available for free or something like that. But I thought the concept was fascinating. So basically they had a giant island and it was all the different like food groups. So like one was like Ceresian, which was, I think, it was something to do with bread. There was like the sugar one, there's like the meat, and then like the fruits and the vegetables. It was like really, it was a really cool concept. So Sirloin just made me think of like a guy who's like a steak named Sirloin. Yeah, I kind of want to, I thought it seemed like really interesting in terms of like the political intrigue, but I've never really been into like listening to people play D&D. It just like I just focus on other things. I'd rather read a book. Have a good night, Ashen Wolf. I'm glad you like the green. I do have Orky dice. They're just not in a spot I can reach them right now, but we will have those available as well. I would say that particular season is the reason I started to enjoy D&D shows. It seemed very interesting. Like, I found it to be, okay, maybe it's a hot take, but in some ways, I found Dimension 20 to be more engaging than Critical Role. I also watched their series, at least I watched the first season. I didn't quite get into the second season. They did a series where they like were like high school students that were like training to become adventurers. I really liked that. I like that concept. I thought it was really cool. I think that was the first one I listened to because my friend was like, oh, this is really good. And I found it really engaging. And it was like edited in a way where it was like, it was palatable. Hey, I'm new here. Good job on the dice. Oh, thank you so much. I'm Chad. I appreciate it. We're doing our best here, trying to polish these boys up. Yeah, Dimension 20 really is focused on pacing because they're heavily aware, like, why their audience is watching them. Critical Role, yeah, definitely was a bit kind of meandering in the beginning. There's a huge difference between like playing D&D with your friends and then playing D&D as a means to entertain people not at the table. That's a really fine balance because you have to keep it engaging to keep the viewer's attention, but also like make it challenging and not just like a boring story or it's like, oh, this is just a book. And like the players are kind of involved. So it's a really fine balance. So I can appreciate all the time and effort it takes to like get that right. And I think they do a good job. So that's my thought. The newest Critical Role season, coincidentally DM'd by the Dimension 20 DM, has much better pacing as well. Okay, so that is not a coincidence. It's Brennan's his name, correct? What's his last name? Mulligan? But Brennan, that is not an accident. The fact that it has improved, yeah, Brennan Lee Mulligan. Thank you, I was right. That is not an accident. Brennan Lee Mulligan, as the DM, he controls it. So, of course, the pacing is going to be significantly improved. Nothing wrong with Matthew Mercer. He obviously is a really good DM. It's a matter of a preference. But Brennan Lee Mulligan definitely has the pacing down. He's had a lot of practice with that. Yeah, he is a very entertaining DM. I can appreciate his work as a DM. As someone who was listening to actual play podcasts before it was cool and before Critical Role started, I tried, but I never got into Critical Role. I tried listening to like some of their older seasons because I think the characters were pretty engaging to me. I was like, oh, I like these backstories and they're like complex and I enjoy the storytelling, but I just could not get into it. I couldn't either. I tried more than once too, but I would prefer to play D&D than listen to someone play a D&D session. Yeah, Brennan has really good narration. I haven't caught up on Critical Role seasons going well. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Hello, Space Lizard. Welcome in. You're the sanguineous simp I see in my Instagram reels. How are you? I'm doing well. How about you? Yes, I'm a certified piner. Where did you come from, One True Gamer? You've been here this whole time? You've been so quiet. You usually give me more grief during streams. Yeah, doing well. Doing well. We're working on some D&D dice. These are Warpstone inspired. But yeah, it's going well. We're just having a chill day. Everyone's, everyone's recovering from hanging out with their mothers. No, I love my mom. We had a good time, but I was like, you know what, we should get a stream going just in case anyone can't, just in case anyone can't hang out. All right, we're almost done. We have like 2 more. These 2, I'm gonna have to fix. I didn't realize they were bad. I think everyone is at least 3% attracted to sanguineous. I mean, it's hot. Very attractive. No, One True Gamer, you're fine. You're fine. You don't have to do anything. I was just like, oh, where did you come from? It's like that meme. I just got done having dinner with my family. We had Olive Garden. Wait, why are you in stream? Turn off the stream. Go hang out with your family. Real life is way more important than stream. Kevin, get out of here. Go hang out with your family. Although I love Olive Garden and the breadsticks. I have a couple breadsticks for me, man. I'm gonna swap these. This one's dying. D&D dice, I thought that they were Warhammer dice. They can be both. D&D, Warhammer dice. This is a D&D die. Kevin, get out of here. Leave, Kevin. Mods, time him out so he can't respond and he has to go hang out with his family. No, don't actually do that. I respect people's decisions, but I highly recommend you go hang out with your family. Please. Please. The great and mighty Kevin. You're right. I didn't think about that. Because I'm at home? Wait. Oh, okay. So you got on stream after you came home from dinner. Okay, acceptable. The way you said it, you were like, I just got out of dinner. And I was like, are you watching my stream during dinner? Don't do that. Or did you eat Olive Garden at home? I don't know. Aurelia be like, hang out with your family. This is a threat. Yeah, it's like hug your mom or I will. I was very happy with the stream title. Yeah, I hope Cha-Cha is still streaming by the time we're done, because we'll raid her and we'll be like, all right, chat, give Cha-Cha hugs. See, Cha-Cha, I would say, is a great example of, like, celebrating special days on, like, not on the, like, day. So, for example, she started streaming on Mother's Day, so today's her anniversary. But I imagine she celebrated Mother's Day with her family on, like, Saturday or something. Because, you know, you're still going to celebrate Mother's Day. The bill came, dinner's over, pull up Aurelia stream in the middle of Olive Garden at max volume. Yeah, you won't do that, will you, huh? How long have you been making dice for? I'm not really sure. Was it difficult to start? I mean, there's a lot of upfront costs. I just kind of started with, like, basic supplies, and then as I enjoyed it more, I was like, okay, I want to get something to help avoid air bubbles, so I spent a little bit more money to get, like, a pressure chamber. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials, so it's not too terribly difficult, because there's a lot of people with great advice out there. Yeah, see, so you're doing Mother's Day with your mom next weekend, see? You're just hanging out, it's good. And Aurelia's stream at max volume is actually the most safe for work challenge ever. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's rare. I occasionally make a good innuendo. But for the most part, I want my streams to be something that in the future, I could pick any stream and play it for, like, you know, future children and be like, I would be comfortable walking away. You know, maybe collabs are the exception. Collabs are the exception, I think, because I can't control what other people say. But, like, this stream, I could totally play it for a 4-year-old. And it would be fine. I would feel comfortable with that. You do need to go tomorrow. I'm ordering more Black Templars. Yes, go order those Templars. But do save up some of your money, maybe. Yes. I did forget about the pineapple talk. You are correct. But a kid wouldn't know what I meant. They'd be like, that's so funny. Why are people sitting on pineapples? They'd laugh about that. Like, that's so silly. Oh my goodness. Why would people sit on pineapples? I don't get it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not explaining it again. I missed the say-so, Aurelia. I'm still pretty say-so. We occasionally get the little... yeah. You know what I'm saying, Jen? Oh. Do you paint Warhammer models too? I do. Do you want to see one? I have to go... They're behind me. 1 second. Let me finish this. I will show you... What would you like to see? Would you like to see standard? No, you don't get to pick. I'm just gonna grab some. 1 second. How's the Lehman Rust going? It's going well, actually. I will grab that. 1 second. I need to wipe off my finger. One second. I don't want to get this on the minis because that's going to be, like, really hard to get off. What's funny is that for the pineapple talk, you have no one to blame but yourself. Oh, I'm not blaming anyone. I fully recognize I brought that up on my own. I know. I know. I'm guessing she's painting Blood Angels? No. I do have a Dante, but I have not gotten around to painting him. A lot of stuff underneath my nails. We're almost done. One more die. One more. Yeah, be blissfully ignorant. That's fine. Honestly, that's kind of better for you in the Imperium at times. Being blissfully ignorant is good. Just happened. Excuse me? My headphones just turned off for some reason. That's weird. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Custodes. The guy. So it's kind of like a standard guy that I've painted. Now, one of my pieces I'm the most proud of is the Bane Blade! He turned green. He was supposed to be white and gold marble, and he turned green because of a gloss. Yeah, Aquil and Shield. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And then this is the Lehman Rust we're working on. This is for my Tempris Auxilia. Basically, Chat are the Battle Brothers, and they are part of my guard regiment that I am in charge of. And this is in the style of, you know, Talern, basically. Every time I see it, it gets greener. Yeah, I feel like that happens a little bit. I think it stopped getting green. When I first put it on, it was like light green, and then it got darker, but I don't think it's gone farther. So currently, this is the Jade Bane Blade at this point. I want to redo it at some point and not mess up the gloss. Another stream I managed to catch. Definitely haven't just woken up. Well, welcome you if you're so you're wide awake. The Jade Blade, yeah. I have an Aquil and Shield Custodes too. All your models look great. Thank you. Yeah. So this one is like in like process. Oh, let me put up a picture of what it will look like. There's like the reference. So it's actually like a Tempris Auxilia reference there. So this guy is. Yeah, that's what this is what we're going for. So we've got more stuff to do, but it's going well so far. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna put these back. Woo, we're back. Big Mama tank. Yeah, I honestly thought about if we were gonna paint the tank today, and I was like, but it's not a Mama tank. The Bane Blade is like Mama tank. It's massive. It's a great third-party Sanguinius model. I can find the link to if you're interested. I actually have that one, I think. I think I know which one you're referring to. I also got gifted recently by one of my members, the Forge World Sanguinius. I'm excited to paint that. That'll be good. Here, I'll just grab it. While I'm here, I'll just grab it. One sec. Ah! No! I just set him down. Oh! It's okay. I mean, oh man. Oh gosh. Dude, wait, wait. Where's the... Shoot, there's another piece of the spear. Where did it go? Dude, and I just picked... Oh, it's all breaking on me. Oh my gosh. No, Space Lizard. Space Lizard, look at me. It's not your fault. It is not your fault. Dude, that's insane. I like super duper glued that in. The fact that I just set that down and went pop. Not your fault. Do not worry. You're fine. It's next to the bowl. One, two. Let me look on the screen. This is my Allen key. Because it's resin. But here you go. You want to admire it? The face is not very good, but the rest of it... Ignore the broken spear. Well, pretty boy, thanks, Zephyr Arcade. If you guys like Warhammer minis, go buy from Zephyr Arcade. I'm partnered with them. Oh, I found it. It's over here. Dude, it went far. There it is. Oh my gosh. You can get 10% off your minis. I get a commission from it. So, you know, if you like Warhammer and you want a discount on your minis, go with them. They're awesome. Thank you, DinoFan, for gifting a sub. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you like him. Freaking broke on me. I was about to grab my lion. I was going to show you the lion that I just finished. And Zephyr Arcade actually gifted that to me. That's going to make quite the short. Just my scream in the background. I feel bad for laughing. No, it's okay. It was funny. It is funny. Like, I set it down and I was like, dude, it's just like the Vengeful Spirit. I was thinking, I was like, take. Soon, hopefully, a Dreadnought GW would actually be nice. I hope so. Look, Zephyr Arcade. Look. Can I just call you Zephyr? Is that just easier? I'll paint the whole box set if I can get my hands on a Dreadnought. I'll do it. I'll paint the whole box set just to have the Dreadnought. I'll do it. Zephyr, John Zephyr, whatever works. John Zephyr. I kid you not, I will paint the whole box set. I don't care. I don't care. I'll paint the whole thing. But yeah, there's my Sanguinius. Custodian wife breaks angelic husband's spear. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. Can I see the lion? Yes, you can. He won't break because this is a terrible base. I won't lie. I should get a different base or something. I don't know. Maybe I should just hang him from my ceiling. Maybe I'll just hang him from the ceiling. Put him on top of my sanguinolatry. Get that image out of your head. I was also going to show you guys, this is my mini. The sword also broke. Resin minis are kind of fragile. So this one is of me. I got this designed and modeled. I think I got distracted when trying to save Sanguinius that I also broke the sword, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will fix these later. I'll fix these later. It's okay. But yeah, this is my Aurelia mini. Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about resin stuff, Zephyr. I forgot. Sorry about that. Try pinning him. Yeah. Sorry. I actually wasn't thinking that until you said it, but yeah. I'll try pinning. I've never done it before, but I feel like at that point we gotta do that. So here, I'll go grab the lion. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna go set him down gently. He's a hero. Okay. I don't have him on his base yet, like the circle base, and I'm not bringing out the Watchers because we know we're really here for this bad boy. I'm very happy with how he turned out. I was really nervous because this is the second Primarch I've done, so I was really anxious. I want to make sure he looks right, but I'm very happy. The line looks so good. Thank you, Zephyr. I know you've given me so much praise. I don't know what to do with it. Every time you're like, it's so good, I'm like, thank you. Like, I honestly, my mini painting skill has improved, guys. Washes are underrated. They're like the best. Like, I'm a much better painter because I put a wash on him. Like, the shield is my favorite part of this. I think the wash just made it just gorgeous. So. I love this one. I have a Fulgrim. I'm actually really looking forward to painting the Fulgrim because I feel like I can like do it justice. Like, I've always been nervous about doing like models like Primarchs, like tanks are different. Those are more flat colors in my opinion. But like Primarchs, like you gotta get like some of the lighting, like the shading right, some of the lighting right. So like the Fulgrim I'm a bit nervous about, but less nervous after I did this one and it turned out like just kind of like as a hoping. So Mangrim or like Fulgrim like 40k Fulgrim where he's got the slug tail. I personally like Fulgrim Ascended better. I like the classic snake look, not the like sluggish looking tail, or like eel. I guess it's not slug. It's more like an eel tail. Like eel. I don't like that very much. The demon Primarch scare me. I am like really curious. I'd love to do a Magnus. That's the one. I think we've got Angron, we've got Mortarion, we've got Magnus, and then Fulgrim. Magnus is the one I like really want to do. I really enjoyed doing like Sanguinius's feathers, and I feel like I would have a really fun time doing a Magnus. Okay, painting Magnus. Please don't take that out of context. I'm loyal to my husband. I am loyal to my husband. Please do not take that out of context. So here, I'm gonna put him back now. Okay. Have you painted Rabute? No, I have not. I wanted a Primarch for... I've wanted a Primarch for a while, and when Zephyr Arcade's like, what would you like? We will give it to you. You just have to stream it. I'm like, ooh. I would really... Like, I had a hard time picking, and then I was like, oh my gosh, can I have a Primarch? And they gave me the Primarch, and I was like, oh, you're just gonna give it to me? And it turned out awesome. The nicely painted line? Thank you, thank you. Drawing attention to it just ensured it'll be taken out of context. I just have to clarify, because then sometimes when I don't clarify, people are like, oh, yeah, huh. Almost done with the polishing. We'll clean them up, and then I'm gonna go make my steak. We do our best to take care of you. You do a great job. Guys, Zephyr Arcade. I think I said this earlier in the stream too. They're awesome. They're really nice people. I'm not saying that just because they're here. They really are. I'm like, oh, could I like, we'll like have a conversation. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm thinking. And then I'll think of something else that I want. I'm like, can I please have this? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, cool. They're really nice to me. They're really, really nice. We are almost done here. Me as John Zephyr, I really do care. He does. Oh. Swappy swap. We're almost done. I need this to last for like 5 more minutes, then we're good. Then we're good. Oh shoot, where did that go? Don't fall in the chair crack. No. There. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why you haven't finished your minis and your gunplay. I mean, you kind of like run a business. Kind of time consuming. Time consuming. See, the only way I can get my hobbies done is by streaming it. It's like really nice. I'm like, I wouldn't have a lot of time to work on my hobbies if I didn't stream it. So it works out nicely for me. I'm like, alright guys, let's hang out. Let's paint this mini. I know feel I was a creator too. Oh, you were? You did like YouTube videos and stuff? I didn't know that. Curious. The steak is calling me. My stomach growls. Okay. You reviewed Cayman Rider toys and stuff, but that's in the past. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, Zephyr Arcade seems to be doing well. Didn't you guys just have a 2-year anniversary in, I think, what, your new space? Is that correct? Am I remembering correctly? Wait. Shadow, are you showing me to your mom? That was a very good observation to write. Normally I just see Shadow, I'm like, oh yeah, he's just hanging out here, but why is he poking his head in? You're supposed to be hanging out with your mom. Put the phone down. I'll say it on your mom's behalf. Put the phone down and spend time with your mother. 2 years of being open. Congratulations. Seems to be going pretty well for you, huh? He's hiding. The hunger do be real, yeah. I ate like 8 hours ago. Here, Mom, here is the Eldar. Put your phone away. Hang out with your mom. If anyone's hanging out with their mom right now and they're watching me, stop that. How was that for Arcade? I also hope you had a happy Mother's Day. Hope you got to call your mom or talk to your mom or whatever. We're almost done here. We just gotta clean out the gunk. And we'll be done. Oh, I didn't bring a towel in here. That's okay. I can clean them up once I'm done. Yay! Yay! Okay. Let me clean up my polish, and then we're gonna put these in the ultrasonic cleaner, and we are going to jiggle these dice. I called Mama Zephyr. I promise I'm a good son. Good. Because like the stream title says, if you don't hug or call your mom, I'm gonna do it. What a terrible time to have my voice crack. Oh, if your mom is not accessible, that's okay. Like if she's on a cruise, or she's like, you know, you can't contact her, that's okay. I will allow it. I didn't call my mother, I had lunch with her. See, that's fine. You either hang out with her or call her. That's fine. Okay. Ultrasonic clean. Come here. Ah! It vibrates. It yearns to vibrate. Out of the way. There. Water. Water. There you go. We'll start with that. These in. It yearns to move it. Move it. It does indeed. Oh. That one is flying across the table. Alright, we gotta put these in. We need more water. There we go. Get in there, boys. Alright. Sorry, one second. I'm gonna clean off my finger. Oh, actually, we'll jiggle it a little bit. Jiggle time. Down. Oh, wait, actually, did these get jiggled? These did not get jiggled. Get jiggled. Get jiggled, nerd. Okay. Mother's Day here in the UK was like 2 months ago. Didn't know there was a separate day for it. In the United States, we have a different day. Yeah, the dice will still look edible even when I'm done with them. They're very yummy. We hung out earlier, but now I'm working. Yeah, good, good, good. Ooh, Jill, you go to sleep. Go to sleep. Okay? Dice soup. super ultrasonic cleaner. It's, yeah, it's not super, it's just chilling. It's just a regular one, but it's super helpful when getting all the gunk out of the numbers. Usually I do this over a sink so I can get more water running over them, but this works for our purposes today. Shake them. Them dice look lime flavored. They are actually warpstone flavored, so be careful. You might get cancer from them. Those dice gave me cancer. Getting on. I love lime. That's why I like Baja Blast too, yeah. But cherry is like my favorite. Cherry, Code Red is where it's at, in my opinion. Rat cancer is no good, bad. Yes, yes. Blood Angel stepmom stream on Mother's Day? Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. I think next year I'll have something like better. I'll have something actually planned. But it's hard because I didn't know what family plans were gonna be until like last minute, so I didn't want to like set up a stream if it was gonna be like canceled. But I think next time I'll try to, since my parents know now that I stream, I think I'll be like, hey, like I'm gonna do this thing at this time, so I'm gonna be like free. So we'll see, we'll see. Next year. I used to drink nothing but Code Red back in the day when I religiously played Call of Duty. Base Code Red is the best. Does Code Red satiate the red thirst? Yes, it does. It does. Almost done here. Got just a couple more. Yes, my mom did have a good Mother's Day. Now that's getting loud and annoying. And they have been jiggled enough. Get jiggled. There we go. I'll get a towel and mop these up later. And I'll probably ink these off stream when I have the time. Like when I take a break on occasion and watch shows. Evening, Aurelia. How's your day been today? Good. Got to hang out with my mom. I hope you had a good Mother's Day with your mom. Yeah, no, just got to hang out and we're doing a very chill stream. Just finishing up polishing these dice because the dice will be available on Orchid 8's website very, very soon. We are going to have an Aurelia merch sale and have some dice available as well. The forbidden soup. Don't drink that, chat. Don't drink that. That's bad for your health. Very bad. Wipe off my hands. Code Red and Baja Blast, best soda flavors ever. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. 100% yes. Yes. So Mountain Dew, like the classic one, is also solid as well. Like, I feel like, I don't know how you don't like that. Anyways. Alrighty. I think, is the woman still streaming? Oh, I think she ended her stream. Dang. I was gonna raid the mom herself, but I think she's done streaming for today. Let's see. See her up on the top, unless she got pushed down on my list. Yeah, I think she stopped streaming. Dang it, we were gonna raid her because she has her like a donathon. Hang on, we're gonna swap over to the other screen. Her like a donathon. Hang on, we're gonna swap over to the other screen. Her like a donathon. Hang on, we're gonna swap over to the other screen. That's okay. Dang. Hang on, we're gonna swap over to the other screen. That's okay. Let me get my light on. Okay. That's okay. Let me get my light on. Okay. Sorry about that. It unmuted my desktop. Sorry, guys. Sherry. Anyways, well, I was going to raid the one and only Cha-Cha, but you know what? Since she is done for the day, we will call it, because, you know, we would have to raid a mom on Mother's Day. It feels like that only makes sense. Like, you have to do that. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope you had a good time. I will be releasing the schedule in the Discord server or on YouTube. I gotta figure out the schedule, what it's gonna be, but it's probably gonna be a standard week. So I'm thinking Thursday, Friday, not Saturday actually. Saturday I have things. Thursday, Friday, Sunday. That's the plan. That's the plan. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Please, if you haven't called your mom, if you're on the West Coast, you still have time. Call her if you haven't seen her today. So, have a good night, Frozen Dragon. And everyone, as I always say, don't skip leg day. Don't do it.